Hey folks, Maverick Indicators here. Let's see what we got. We're starting to form on NQ, a hot pink candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. I'm going to take one tester here. And I'm going to move my stop loss up to here just to get it out of the way. Profit target, I just want it out of the way. Hold on one second. I don't really use, I'll hit the close button. Okay. So why are we getting into this trade? And if we break through the zone, I'll add one more contract. And let me show you. This is really cool. So first things first, we got a red background. The bears are in control. Second thing is we're starting to get hot pink candles. Again, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Well, this is 7 in the morning. But if you go back here, look at this. Boom. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. Okay, so you can see some bright green here, took right off. All right, so why are we getting into this trade? First things first, you got a red background. The bears are in control. Second thing is we're below the blue line. We like to go long when price is above the blue line and short when price is below it. Long when price is above it, short when price is below it. Okay, so pretty easy to see there. When price is below the blue line, we like to go short. When price breaks above the blue line, we like to go long. That's just one of the ingredients. We're stacking probability here, folks. We are stacking probability. Stacking probability in our favor. We're not just looking for one thing. We want to stack that probability in our favor. So we got a red background, bears are in control. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. We have an A+ setup. Look down here. We have an A+ setup on our Maverick radar. The Maverick radar is going through a bunch of our indicators. Sorry, I'm not the best drawer with my mouse, but you can see where I'm drawing down here. And it's grading each one of those things. And it tells us either there's no setup, there's a B setup, or there's an A+ setup. Now, right now, you're in and out of your A setup. Why? Because it calculates per tick, okay? Every single tick, it's going to calculate through all these indicators and give you a grade. I'm not going to touch my mouse if I have no setup. If I have a B setup, my eyes are open. I'm like, ooh, wait, is something brewing here? An A+ setup? Woo, doggy. As long as I see everything else I want to see on the chart, I'm loving that, okay? This is the ultimate confirmer, if you will. How many times have you gotten into a trade, you get stopped out, you go back and you say, what was I even thinking? Well, let the Maverick radar down here, okay, confirm what kind of setup you have, okay? All right, now look up here. Let me grab my little pencil marker here. See up here? This is the Maverick Multi-X. And what I want you to do is I want you to see this as 5 traders. They're algorithms, but think of them as traders, and they all have a completely different style. And they're voting across 6 time frames, okay? So if you were in the room with 5 other traders and across 6 time frames they were saying, we're going down, would that give you confidence to go short here? But here's what's cool, and I've been bringing this up lately, is that this isn't just like trading with 5 other traders, okay? T1 through T5, all casting a vote across 6 time frames, because these 5 traders, they have no emotions. These 5 traders are casting their vote solely based on data, not emotions, not FOMO, not, oh, I want to make money here, so I'm going to get in the, no. These 5 traders are algorithmically created. I'm going to get into another contract here, guys. Algorithmically created. Look, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. Here we go. Oh, let's go. Hold on one second, guys. I'll keep explaining it. Look at the zone score, by the way. Anything under a 90, anything less than 90% is game for breaking. Anything greater than 90% is like a brick wall. The Maverick Zones gives you a calculation, a probability score. We call these probability scores, and I'll explain that in a second. Let me just keep paying attention here. We got an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, red background. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Okay, all 5 traders, folks, are voting bearish across 6 time frames. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. How cool is that? All right. And look at this. Zone to zone. This is the Maverick Gamma Pro. It's going to be coming out soon. These are dealer hedging levels. When you break one, the dealers will most likely defend that area. Where are we heading? We're heading down. This is on ES, but ES and NQ work together. Run in parallel a lot of times. Look at this. Look at us push down. They're going to defend that level that's right there because they're going to have to hedge their bet otherwise. So we can get into that in another, hold on a second. Hang on, we're pushing down. We're going to break this zone here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Boom, 1035. Let's go. All right, look, and it's going to continue to push down. I just, there's something called a consistency rule, and you want to stay within it, yada, yada, yada. You can look it up. But essentially, if you look at here, red background, the bears are in control, hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. Look, A+ setup, okay? All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. And now look what you got. Now you're starting to stack these down confidence arrows, okay, in your favor to the downside. Where do you think we're heading next? Well, most likely we're going to try and start heading down towards this zone right here. All right. So listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want a little bit more edge in the market, look at this thing. This thing's just pumping down. Dang. We'd be up at least $1,700 at this point. But come check us out, all right? Not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market, but this is what clear vision looks like. Bright green candles, your strongest upside data candle. Reversal candles, your second strongest downside data candle, which is red, and hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. And we were only in 2 contracts there. All right, so again, like I always say, it's free to look. And yeah, we would love for you to come check us out. And all our indicators in the Ultimate Edge Bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. I'll put all the links in the description, and also the waiting list for the Maverick Gamma Pro, which is going to be a game changer. Doesn't replace anything you see on the charts here. Everybody's going to use it in concert with their regular Maverick indicators. But I mean, knowing where those dealer hedging levels are is going to be a game changer for so many folks. So anyway, I'll put that link in the description as well. So yeah, so come check us out. Look at this thing just pushing down. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.